Hey everybody, Tony Mejia here with a first five selection in MLB for Cinco de Mayo. And we will see the Rays visit Seattle for the start of a three-game series. It's a rematch of a series that they played last week in Tampa that the Rays took 2 of 3 on. So Seattle is coming off a sweep in Houston. They're looking to try to lick their wounds and get back on track at home. Reigning AL Cy Young Award winner Robbie Ray will take the mound. He's yet to lose in Seattle, but hasn't really looked sharp. He had 4 walks in his last outing, but still, first year of a 5-year, $115 million deal that he signed in Seattle. You know he's going to want to start May off right, and he's been pitching decently. Seattle has won both of his home starts. He's got a solid history against Rays like Randy Arozarena, who's 2 for 17, Brandon Lau, 2 for 14, Taylor Walls, 2 for 10. And opposing him will be lefty Shane McClanahan, who's had at least 7 strikeouts in all 5 of his starts this season. Even though he's a USF guy, we won't hold that against him. He's comes off an 11 strikeout performance, a career high in his most recent start on Saturday against the Twins. And in 30 regular season starts, he's only had fewer than 4 strikeouts twice. So he's a guy that even if he lets men get on base, can wiggle out of jams with the double play or with the strikeout. So really has started off nicely for the Rays. He's part of an arsenal of arms. Shane Baz coming up, Luis Patino, who lasted only a few pitches this season, but should be back in June. They've got Tyler Glass now, who should be back at some point this season. So Ray's future is bright on the mound, and McClanahan a big part of that. I think McClanahan and Robbie Ray will duel goose eggs in this series opener. So I like the under the 3.5 runs, juicing at -120 in the Mariners and Rays series opener. Now on to Tony Finn.
I'm Tony Finn, and I'm here to do almost exactly what the other Tony gave you, and that was a first 5 game for this first 5 show. And we're going to go to Cleveland to Progressive when the Toronto Blue Jays visit the Cleveland Guardians. It's going to take a while to get used to this Guardian stuff, guys, but a good pitching matchup, in my opinion. Berrios against Tavalli. Berrios, of course, had a tremendous year last year. Showed some signs of being a little off early on, but has gotten the job done, at least assisted these Toronto Blue Jays who are struggling to score the baseball and staying in games. And Tavalli, his early numbers, much like Berrios's. If you look at their the first time through the order, second time through the order, third time early on this year, basically both pitchers have shown some cracks, but it's a small sample size. In truth, if you go back to 2021, the average slash line for a first time through the order was 238, 305, 403. Second time, 253, 318, 429. Early numbers this year, first time, 231, 305, 367. Second time, 233, 298, 369. And that's what you're going to find if you're playing over in the first 5. You're probably not going to need to see the third time through the order. If you've reached the third time through the order in the first 5 on an under, you probably already lost. I mean, that's general, but I'm not going to say it. On teams, average. Listen, right now, this is not what we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when everyone was playing first 5s because they didn't trust the bullpen. While they probably should have then as much as they do now, on average, teams win about 83% of the time with a lead after 5 innings. This season, teams are winning 90.4% of the time if they have the lead after 5 innings. A gamer will always be penalized if he does not. Listen, if you're pitching first 5 or full games and you don't know your bullpens, you're probably going to be penalized. Bullpens are not as necessary in first 5s. I like the under 4 runs in this, and you're going to get plus money on the under 4 runs with Berrios and Tavalli. Berrios last season, tremendous. First times through the order, 233. Second, 228. Third, 200. This year, 308, 226, 333. Not as good, small sample size. His slash line, 290, 299, 368 against Cleveland. Much better than those numbers, and the numbers aren't bad, especially the 299 on base percentage. Tavalli, 0 133 and 0. That's his slash line against Toronto because he only has 3 official at bats against them. So going to the closure here again, first 5. Toronto and Cleveland have both used a lot of their bullpen in the last couple of days. Don't want to go full game on this and try to just flip a coin or throw a dart. Give me the under 4 runs at Progressive today. Cool day, 50 degrees, wind blowing in about 5 miles an hour.